Hello, I'm Kylie Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it is Who's Your Secret Admirer? So we've probably all got one, right? A secret admirer, someone that hasn't told us about their feelings for us or is slightly attracted to us. Some of them may not even approach us and we may never find out who they are, but I'm going to tell you who they are now in these readings. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. I've made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive, so if you find that it is your story, you want it to be a story, it could be your story, you might want to get that, because in the deeper dive I'm going to go into guidance for you. Perhaps in the situation you're in right now, or dealing with this person as they come towards you, that kind of thing. There might be something for you to heal at the moment. Just guidance for you. And also how this might play out, if they're going to come in or not, or how they're going to do that, how it might play out with possible timelines. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find your timestamps to jump ahead to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal, selenite? Would you like the flower? No idea what this kind of flower is. If you do know what it is, let me know in the comments below. Or the shell. Look at this shell. It is so beautiful. It's like it's got mountains on it. How gorgeous is that? I love it. And it's kind of interesting with what came up in your reading as well. If you want to choose the shell, go for that one. So there you go. Take your pick now. And click on your timestamp below. Don't forget, while you're down there, click on that like button, leave a comment as well as watching this as well. Love hearing from you guys, and it helps my channel out as well. Click that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there as well to hear more from me, more of these pick a card reads, love reads, bonus reads for each star sign, my daily energy updates, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, which I'd love to see you in. Enjoy your reading. I'll see you in there. If you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out who your secret admirer is. Very exciting. And so, as always, crystals, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. In it this time, I'm going to go into advice for you. So how this might all play out, and advice for you, how to handle this, and yeah, how it might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's find out about your secret admirer, crystals. Who is secretly admiring you? How do they feel about you and all of that? Let's find out. Fleeting beauty. So this hasn't been for a long time. The sentinel. Being quite secretive about it and protective of it. Well, yeah, it's a secret admirer. So, but the sentinel, they're kind of protecting themselves on that. And so perhaps it's someone that feels like they shouldn't be liking you. But it's not been for long, the fleeting beauty. So if you think this is someone that has had their eye on you for a long time, it's not that person. This is someone quite new, someone that's just maybe met you recently in the past couple of weeks. Because it could have been synchronicity, some kind of a synchronous meeting, or for them it was synchronous to have found you for some reason. Something synchronous in your meeting, and they got their eye on it. Switch them on to you. What else? Change. You're very different than their usual type. They want to explore that too, and they're listening to you. They're paying attention at the moment, so listening to you. What could that be? That could be that they are nearby you, or paying attention to what you're saying to other people. They could be in a situation where they hear you like talking to your friends and stuff like that. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. Tell us more about this secret admirer of crystals. Well, they're admiring this quality in you, this 9 of Pentacles, which is the single independent kind of an energy. They like that in you. They've got that in them too. So this is perhaps someone who has been single for a long time and is kind of bachelor, kind of, happy in that kind of a lifestyle. You are a change for them, so it could be that they're kind of considering something more here, or maybe you feel a little bit out of their league, and so they're wondering whether they should even approach it. It does feel like you're a little bit untouchable to this person. Tell us more about this. The waiting, or they're just kind of watching and waiting at the moment, waiting on some maybe perfect timing to approach you or something like that. They think you're beautiful. Queen of Wands, very attracted to you. So they think you're stunning, is what I just heard. Tell us what else. The Emperor. Ooh. Wondering if they can like step forward and take the lead here. Step up and take the lead. Fantasizing about it at the moment is what I'm picking up on in these energies. Let's find out more about this. 9 of Pentacles. So they're in this single, independent kind of an energy. It feels like they kind of have been that for a long time as well. Ace of Voices, but they've had this like idea that maybe a change might be good for them. It feels like they're willing to kind of give it a try. I don't know. This is kind of, it's someone who perhaps just has casual relationships and they're wondering like, Crystal might not be up for that from what I've heard about them, or, you know, the kind of energy that I'm picking up from Crystal. So maybe I could have like a longer term relationship. That fleeting beauty might suggest that as well, that they're just into short term kind of things. Very attracted too, so it could just be, you know, kind of waiting for the right moment to make the move on you. What's behind this? Sacred space and integration. Yeah, they're used to having their own space and all of that, not really integrating people into their lives. So they might have, very casual relationships, you know, never taking anyone time to visit them, to meet their parents and stuff like that, or meet their family. None of that kind of stuff. Maybe, yeah, very much got their own space, this person. Yeah, they might be willing to change that, but I'm not so sure. Three of Wands says like they're waiting on some kind of opportune moment to make the move on you. What's this about? Page of Inspiration. So it is. It's about like a sexual advance page of inspiration. It's right at the beginning of things. It's to make a move. It's exactly what it is. They're waiting for that perfect moment just to make a move. So this is someone that has you've caught their eye recently, and they are very much a casual relationship, short-term relationship kind of person. I wouldn't even call it a relationship, in fact. They're a short-term fling kind of a person. But you've caught their eye and they're wondering whether, you know, they want something different. But very much just wanting to make a move on you. Sexually kind of thing. But they're kind of struggling with that. So there's part of them that knows not to do that with you as well. Anyway, they've just got their eye on you at the moment and just kind of noticing what's going on. Queen of Wands. But you're so attractive that they're tempted to go there, you see. They're tempted to go there and have like a relationship this time. I'm not sure whether they're ready for that with this energy. But maybe. 2 of Emotion is like, they're so attracted to you that they think they could go there and actually have a relationship with you. Ancient Wisdom. And perhaps that's what people said as, when you'll meet the one, you'll want to settle down. And it could be surprising them that they're like, well, maybe I could explore change and have a relationship now. Maybe I could be this Emperor. Maybe I could be that. It feels like they might dip the toe in and see how it feels like being in a relationship. You're certainly changing things up for them. So you might be very solid in your idea that, no one's playing with you kind of stuff. And Queen of Inspiration, because they're very attracted to you still. So they've got this perception of you, like being together, being in a relationship with you, what that would be like. But it's more about like, what would crystals look like on my arm kind of thing, by my side, me taking them out, what would other people think? It's more of on a superficial, like, we look really good together kind of a level, this. So this isn't anyone that's got to know you in any kind of depth at all. They might be picking up on your energy, yes, because they know not to, for you just to be a conquest. They would have moved in straight away on you, but they're waiting that you have got them in this. So they're picking up on your energy because you've got them in this. Oh, maybe this is something more. Maybe I could have something more, but still don't get too excited because it is based on looks more than anything else. It's based on the superficiality kind of thing. Transformation and psychic development. It may very well be that you're out of their league as well. You could be older than them, or you could be like more, you could be richer than them or something like that. They might be thinking like, crystals would look really good on my arm. Psychic development and transformation is behind that. There is something in them now that is making them hold back, protect themselves from you. Sentinel, protect this. They don't know whether to make a move or not. They've got a very strong urge to make a move for sure, and I think they will. Whether you want to accept that move or not, totally up to you, because this is someone, it's someone that's used to very short-term relationships. So whether you want to be the first one for them that on a more solid relationship, I don't know whether you'd want that, because this person isn't going to have many relationship skills if they've not been in a long-term relationship, and they haven't. I'm telling you now, this person, for those of you that are resonating with this person hasn't. It's important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone, you see. Instead of placing your focus on another, now's the time to give to yourself. They're still very much in it for themselves, though, at the moment. Like, it doesn't feel like, even though they're considering it, they're like, oh, well, if I were to go out with someone like Crystals, it'd look great on me, but I'm not sure I'm ready for that, because I kind of like being single, independent, all of that. What else? Breathe through the tension, though. They are very attracted to you. If the Queen of Wands come out twice, I mean, they think you're beautiful or handsome, whichever. And yeah, it's making for quite tense times for them. Who's your secret admirer? Crystals. Crystal's secret admirer. Tell us more about them. Passion. Well, the sex could be very good. A lot of passion there. Soul connection. Well, that surprises me. So they could be picking up on a soul connection here, or you could be kind of igniting them to their own soul connection as well. It might be that rather than you've got a soul connection. It doesn't feel like this person's on your level, to tell you the truth. It just feels like someone that's attracted to you. It's a secret admirer. But you might have ignited them more to their soul, you know? You've made them think a little bit more about life, and just like, oh, maybe there's more to relationships than notches on my bedpost kind of thing. Codependency, though. They have a kind of locked into a certain patterns that they've got, and it could be because of codependency. I mean, they could have been involved with someone who was codependent, and that has put them right off having relationships. It was someone that was needy, that kind of thing. Someone that needed a lot of attention from them, and put them right off. They could have appeared controlling to them. So if you're in a relationship with someone that's codependent, they can appear controlling to us. So that could be what has put them off having like relationships. Okay, so I don't think this person has done an awful lot of work on themselves, but you do seem to have triggered something in them. Like, they know to be with you, they'd have to step up to some level, and so you might have triggered a little bit of an awakening in them. I don't think it's big, so don't get too excited. Responsiveness, but they want to woo you. They want to tease you, to flirt with you, to get you being responsive, open and responsive. It's a little bit of a game to them doing that. They want to get you to laugh. They want you to get you to smile. They want to flirt with you. They want to open you up. So they might be seeing you as closed and quite a challenge to open up. And get you responsive, but very much not wanting to get trapped into a relationship. So that codependent relationship they've been in the past that turned them off relationships, they're not interested in that and getting tied down. They want to remain independent. So they're just wondering whether they can be with someone like you. It reminds me of that Uptown Girls song, like, you're totally out of their league. To be frank, you're totally out of their league, but they're very attracted to you. Is there anything going on in the heart? Let's see. Anything in the heart? Love makes a difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. And so maybe I think they do have some healing to do, but don't let that make you get into a relationship with them. You're not here to fix these projects, you know. Can do that themselves. You might be triggering something in them, but that might be enough for you, you know. enjoyed the flirting. I wouldn't go there if I were you, but it's totally up to you. Anyway, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, and you want that deeper dive, I'm going to go into how to handle this situation. So as they come in flirting and making their move on you and all of that, how to handle that the best, some guidance for you in all of this, possible timelines and how that approach might be as well. A bit more about that. If you want to know that, then click on that link up there. And there's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Get your email address right, otherwise you won't receive it. So type that in very carefully. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Check in those places where your email provider hides your emails away from you. And when you find that email, you'll see a link in there to the crystal, to the flower and the shell. Click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. Now when you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. How do you like it, this style of reading? Let me know if you like it and I'll do another one like this. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. Thank you again. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Flowers, let's find out who your secret admirer is. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. In that deeper dive reading, that extended reading, I'm going to go into guidance for you in their approach, if they're going to approach you, or guidance for you now if you're going for something else rather than the secret admirer. I'm going to go into how this might all play out with possible timelines as well, how to handle it all. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get into it. Let's find out the goss on them. Who is your secret admirer, flowers? Follow the signs. Interesting. This is someone who has an interest in you, and the universe seems to be pointing them back to you over and over again. This could be someone who kind of dismissed you at first, who thought, yeah, attractive, but I've got something else going on, or I'm interested in someone else. But they keep on being brought back to you. Now, they could be resistant to you, so you could be the kind of person that would make them up level in some kind of way, so they'd have to change the ways to be with you, and they're like, not interested in doing that, turn away from you. Universe is like, hey, but this one, flower, just notice flower. Now look at the flower, look at the beautiful flower here. And so people could be talking about you, a lot of signs about you. People could be talking about you, reminding you, say, oh, have you met flower yet? And they're like, why does everyone talk about flowers all the time? It's that kind of an energy. So the universe is going on about you to this secret admirer, flowers. I wonder why. Let's find out. What's this? Illumination. See how this is lit up? That's you right now. Like the universe is shining a spotlight on you for some reason for this person. They cannot get away from you. You might be bumping into each other. They're getting all the signs. People are talking about you. They hear your name. Things that remind them of you. And it's just universe laying it on thick so that they cannot ignore you. And it feels like they've been trying to ignore you, but they like you. They're a secret admirer, so they're admiring you. Opportunity and anchor. Opportunity and anchor. You'll prove yourself and discover if you're brave enough for the rough seas and keep yourself grounded. It does feel like this person is trying to ignore the signs or trying to take it really slowly. Again, this feeling, prove yourself. They might not feel ready or up to your standards or something like that. And that might be what's making them resistant coming forward. This is definitely a person that's resistant to coming forward with you. So it's very much a secret admirer that's keeping themselves secret. You might very well be aware of who this is. I don't think crystals would have been of theirs, but you perhaps. This might have been going on for some time as well. 5 of Cups. They're very much focused on like disappointments that they've had. So this person is Disillusioned by relationships, resistant to get into one, resistant to follow those signs. It does feel like the universe wants to open their heart up again, open them up to love, but very kind of pessimistic and focused on what hasn't gone right for them in relationships. And a feeling of being trapped in relationships as well. Now, for some of you, this person could be trapped in a relationship at the moment, could still be involved with someone else. I will get clarification on that for you guys. Tell us more about this secret admirer. The Fool. A risk taker. Okay, a risk taker in the past is what I heard. Less willing to take risks now, especially of the heart. But they do have that risk-taking kind of a personality to them. Not at the moment with love, though. Not willing at the moment with love. Relationships. Give us one more about this person. The secret admirer of flowers. Nine of Wands, the wounded. Yeah, very much wounded. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like this person is kind of very standoffish about love, and it's like, I don't want to be back. You know, if people are bringing up your name going, oh, have you met flowers? They're like, I don't want to be in a relationship. Five of Cups, very pessimistic, focused on all the things that have gone wrong in relationships, like, oh, too much trouble relationships. The Chariot, pulled in two directions though. Oh, so part of them is interested, part of them is, yeah, of course, there are secret admirers, so part of them is interested, but part of them is like wanting a relationship. Being pulled in two directions there. The pessimism is like, no, I just want to be single, I don't want to do that. Very much stuck in the mud at the moment, but a part of them pulling them forward, part of them that does want to get into a relationship. Sexual energy is that part of them. So sexually attracted to you, and that is a pull that they've got to you. One of the pulls anyway, they're getting all these signs too to open up to you, but one of the universe's, some of the ammunition that the universe has got is that sexual attraction, so they're very sexually attracted to you, and that is one reason why they would want to get into a relationship. So driver, I mean, why would a lot of us want to get into a relationship if it wasn't for the sexual energy? Because if it's not for the sexual energy, then it's just friendship, isn't it? Let's face it. And we can have those anyway. So, yeah. I kind of get where this person's coming from. Eight of Swords, but trapped in something or thinking that relationships trap them somehow. It's a trap. Strength. You need a lot of strength to resist you. Because of that. Feels like a trap. Now, I'm not getting any of this is because of you. I don't feel like you're trying to trap them or anything like that. I think they just feel like this. It's just like you're the one that they're attracted to, and they would feel like this about anybody that they're attracted to, kind of thing. They'd feel resistant and all of that. It's just in them. It's not about you. But yeah, wanting to be strong in that, digging the heels in, stuck in the mud, digging the heels in, like, I will not cave into this. Stripping illusions, because relationships are all good, bad news. You know, this person is very cynical about relationships right now. The Fool. However, they do have this streak, which is part of their personality, where they're a risk taker. And that is bound to come out again at some point. So the Fool, they do want to take a risk. They like taking risks. They know that they're lucky when they take risks, but perhaps not in relationships. Hermit, so they're backing right down from relationships. So yeah, they're usually lucky when they take risks, right? So they'll take risks with money, they'll take risks with business and all of that, and they land on their feet. But in love, it appears this person thinks, but I am not lucky in love. The opposite happens. I get trapped, and then yeah, very much hiding away. So resistant to coming forward to approach you. And so if you know who this person is and they've kind of been hanging back and you're like, well, they're obviously attracted to me, what's up with them? It's because It's because of this. It's because they're very cynical about love, self-love. So they're doing the self-love thing at the moment, which is good, right? So they're hermiting away in order to kind of repair themselves at the moment, heal themselves. 9 of Wands because they're wounded. Yeah, they've got wounds. Tell us more about these wounds. It's good. It's the marriage card. They're married to someone. They were married to someone that really hurt, and trapped and all of that, and yeah, not good. It's caused them to be very cynical about relationships. So it could have been a toxic person that they were married to. It could just be a marriage that, did what so many marriages do, is that you learn and you grow and you become a different person, and you grow apart. And that's probably what the majority of marriages do. 9 of Wands and the 4 of Inspiration. What's behind this? So it's a marriage that's made them so cynical. Truth. And they're really firm in that conviction as well. It's like, now all relationships are like this. That's why they're stripping illusions there. It's the same. They're of that opinion that all relationships are trouble right now. So don't expect this person to come forward in a hurry. I think it's going to take them a while to heal from this, to be open to you. But anyway, the universe is on the back about it. The universe won't leave them alone, giving them plenty of signs. So you could be a really good match for them. You must be. I mean, why else would the universe be pushing them toward you so much? You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So they had to go through all that crap that they've been through for some reason. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. Right. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So they've got resentment for that one that they were married to. They've not dealt with the emotions of that yet. So probably a masculine that hasn't felt the true pain of the separation or what went on in the marriage yet. Haven't felt those emotions to be able to process them. To let them go and then be cool about it. So they're going to have to go through this. Let go of that resentment. But your next card out is the Twin Flame card. This is why the universe won't leave them alone. You are a match. You're twin flames. The universe will not leave them alone on this because they're supposed to be with you and you're supposed to be with them. Wow. Kind of wasn't expecting that, but follow the signs and the twin flame. Yeah. Wow. I wonder if you guys are healing as well, because twin flames tend to be going through similar stuff at the same time. We'll find out about that in the deeper dive anyway. Tell us more. They're proud of themselves though. This has got something to do with the marriage. They're proud of the way that they've handled something or shut down to something, or they are proud of themselves of the way that they've dealt with something. But perhaps they're single and independent now and they feel like they have in a way got over, they obviously haven't got over the marriage yet, or they haven't got over the breakup yet, let's put it that way. They might feel like they have because on their externals they're independent and they don't want to be in a relationship and stuff, but they're not realizing they haven't processed it emotionally yet to get to the point where they're good with their ex, they're good with the separation kind of thing emotionally to be ready to be in a relationship. Seeing the bigger picture there, but they are proud of themselves and they're attending to the details. So there's still stuff that they're going through. Seeing the bigger picture, attending to the details about their life, just involved in their own stuff at the moment, yet being bugged by the universe about you. Tell us more about the secret admirer. Oh, they've got some hope. There you go, there's a glimmer of hope. So they do hope in the future to be in a relationship. So they're not all cynical, they're not like completely closed to it. The Chariot card suggests that as well, that they're being pulled in two directions. They're very romantic at the core. So they're not only a risk taker, they are romantic as well, and they've got hope in there too. So they will come out of this eventually. And communication. Communication. Perhaps they're already in communication with you. Well, it's certainly a lot of people communicating, and the universe communicating about you to them. Tell us more. Secret admirer. Truth. This is a kind of an energy of like, well, I am who, maybe you are in communication with this person already, because I am who I am. You might feel that pull to be with them, and they're like, well, it is what it is. I am who I am. I'm not interested in being in a relationship, that kind of thing, or I'm not ready for a relationship, or I don't want commitment, or something like that. There's that I am who I am energy there. Let me know in the comments below, are you in contact with this person? You know who I'm talking about. If it's a twin flame, then I guess you do, but this could be right at the start of a twin flame journey as well for some of you. There's orgasm, there's a lot of sexual chemistry here, there's a lot of attraction, but they've got a bad attitude. Tell me about it. They have a bad attitude toward love, this person, and they're jealous too. Ooh, that's not a good combination, is it? Bad attitude and jealousy. And the bad attitude is about the cynicism, but jealousy can be considered a bad attitude as well. Not a good combination. So they might be imagining that you're with other people and be quite jealous of that too. So they don't want to be with you, but they don't want you to be with anyone else. I don't like that. What's in their heart? Physical touch, but they kind of want to be with you physically. Okay, so there is that pull, there's that sexual pull to be with you. They want to be by your side, they want to be in your presence and all of that. Not just sexual energy, there's a lot of that there though, but they do want to be kind of by your side. They do have this pull. So your secret admirer is resisting you, but the universe will not stop going on about you. Why? Because you're twin flames. And so this is kind of destined to be, but they're very resistant at the moment. So if that sounds like it is your story, or could be a story, then you might want to get that deeper dive for more information about this. I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation then. What should you do now, or what should your focus be? Because it might be very, very well that you got stuff to heal as well. You do that kind of healing. It might instigate them doing their healing, and then you can come together if that's what you want to do with this person. And I'll also go into how this all might play out as well with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because you're not going to receive it if you don't get it right. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, or anywhere else that your email provider stuffs those emails and you don't get to see. So check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, you will see a picture of a video, amongst other things. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you straight away to a video, then click on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Would love to know more details about this and how it resonates with you. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. And thank you again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, let's find out who your secret admirer is, shall we? So shells, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. In that extended reading, I'm going to give you some guidance for this relationship, guidance for you. Is this something you need to do to get ready for this, or are you even going to get into it anyway, or how to handle it when they approach you? I'm also going to go into how this might all play out with possible timelines as well. If your secret admirer is going to approach you, how they're going to do that, and all of that good stuff. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's find out about them. Who's your secret admirer, Charles? I wonder if you know them or not. The awakening. Someone who's going through a spiritual awakening, and you're a part of it. You're mysterious to them. They know that there's a connection between you. they might, when they approach you, this person might say something like, I know that we've got a connection, or I know that you're spiritual. I can't tell you how I know this, but something like that. They've got a feeling about you that you are important to them or special to them, or what, but there's a spiritual connection here. Tell us more. You're unique, and it's like it's that spiritual thing again. It's like you're different than the rest. I can feel like we've got a connection. Intriguing. You're intriguing to them, and I'm getting this feeling like almost like they're seeing you, like they would meet, like you're a seer or something like that, and they're kind of a little bit afraid of you, as if you are psychic, or like you will know that if they come up to you and say we've got a connection, you'll be like, yes, we do have a connection, and this is what's going to happen. Like they're putting you on a pedestal as if you already know these things, like you're the authority for some reason. They're thinking the spiritual connection that they're feeling is super, super, super special, rather than just kind of normal. Perseverance. They stay in the course. They are focused on you. They are the in it, the in this, whatever that means. Watching you, or they're very much on that path and persevering on that path, perhaps to get to know you. I don't know. Let's find out more. Tell us about this secret admirer. It's like someone that's going through a spiritual awakening. So they've got confusing energy, because it is really hard reading for people that are going through spiritual awakenings when they've got that novice like energy. It's all over the place to a reader, you know. The broken-hearted. I've been through something that could have instigated this spiritual awakening as well. Just switch them on to you. Page of Pentacles. They want to offer something, but they don't know what it is, and they're also feeling like you're out of their league. Like who are they to approach? Like high priestess such as you, that kind of thing. Like, yeah, they do think that you kind of know it all. Like, no, they don't think you're a know-it-all, but they think that you've like some supreme being or something because of the spiritual connection, because they haven't felt this connection like this before, and so they're thinking you're some supreme being. Maybe you are, I don't know, could be. Six of Pentacles. I wondered where that was going to come out. So they want to reciprocate, they want to give you something. They're not sure what to give you, what's worthy of you, a token or something like that, I don't know, but they want to reciprocate, they want to give you something. What's this? Collaboration, about money. Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. This is about kind of building with you, wanting to collaborate with you on something, build something financial, and that would make their dreams come true. So if they were to work with you or live with you or something like that, it would make their dreams come true. That's what they're thinking. Okay, they really do have you up on a pedestal here, based on that very strong spiritual connection feeling that they've got. Three of Swords, but with this heartbreak. So whatever crash they had that broke their heart, that cracked them open, to have this spiritual awakening, which has then had them in that seeker mode, seeking that spiritual connection or something that has highlighted you to them. What is this? Three of Swords. What caused this heartbreak? Slowness, a slow approach. Oh, so that's different. It's breaking their heart, this slow approach, but they need to take a slow approach with you. You know what this is? This is a secret admirer that kicks themselves every time they don't approach you when they see you. And it breaks their own heart that they don't do that, but they're still kind of not in alignment with you. It feels like every time you come in proximity to each other, helps them to get more and more aligned, makes you less and less ethereal, more and more real, and they get a bit realer, a bit more aligned with your energy. But they kick themselves like, why didn't I give them the offer? Why didn't I say something? That kind of thing. They can't because they're not in alignment enough with you yet, but they're on the way to that. So you're coming in and out of their experience, and it's actually breaking their heart, the slowness of it, but they're not realizing because they're fresh. They're a noob at spiritual awakening, so they don't realize that, you know, you have this awakening and then you integrate that energy in, and it takes time for it to get normal, and then it's like not that special. The things that you go, wow, you know, that's amazing. When you're having a spiritual awakening, it's just like, it's every day. It's every day now. Like, that's not a big deal. Oh, I remember it was a big deal for me way back when I was having my spiritual awakening. So everything's a big deal to them at the moment because of the spiritual awakening. It is, and you are a big deal to them because of it, which means they're not aligned with you just yet, but it's breaking their heart. It goes so slowly. So they wish they could speed up, but we can't. Can't speed that kind of stuff up. We've got to integrate in our own time. It's like saying, how can I speed grief process up? How can I integrate these energies? You can't. You can't. Anyway, they are having omens, right? Omens in a way to get them to make an offer, so to get them to step up, which makes them feel bad, but it's not to make them feel bad, it's to get them to think about stepping up so that they get more aligned with you. As I said, you're coming in and out and in and out and in and out of each other's experiences, or you're in and out of their experience to get them more and more aligned each time. Each time they're getting just a little bit more aligned with you. Page of Pentacles, they do want to offer you something. Like a token though. It feels like I want to give shells a gift. Something really special, because shells are really special. I want to take control of things and give a gift and it be meaningful, a meaningful gift. And I'm wondering what to get to offer you that's going to be meaningful to you. Like this, everything's a big deal to this person at the moment, all magical and shit. And you know, every synchronicity, and they're like, wow, what does it mean? That kind of thing. Double rainbow, what does it mean? Oh my god, the numbers everywhere. It's so magical. Wow. They're in that kind of an energy at the moment, and you're just like, wow, to them too. But it's almost like they ask for the universe, and they pray and they sit in meditation or do whatever it is that they do at the moment, that they're probably doing a lot of at the moment as well, and asking like, what is that special gift? Or they'll be like going down to the beach and looking, and they're like, universe, give me a heart shape, show me a heart shaped stone to give shells, something like that. They're very, very much locked into the spiritual, but in the wow factor at the moment. So that could be why it's got to be a special gift with meaning kind of thing, because they want to give you a whole backstory as well and go, I was tuned in, walking down the beach, and put heart-shaped stone, and there it was right in front of my feet. Oh, I stubbed my toe on it, and I want you to have it because it's so special to me. You know, it's something like that. Growth. They're growing at the moment. It's sweet energy. I don't mean to make fun of them, but I kind of do. I'm making fun of myself when I was in that stage too. I was just so wow, and everything was just like, everything has so much meaning. Not that it doesn't, but it's not that wow now. I just live it every day. Six of Pentacles, they want to be reciprocal. The Fool, they're very much a beginner, but they're very much a beginner. They want to be at your level, but they're very much a beginner. So they see you as this spiritual divine being, and you've like, you know it all, because they're so far from your energy at the moment. They'll get there. They will get there. But they feel so much like a novice at the moment compared to you. And what's behind this? It's reciprocation. They want to be at a level, striving for that. The perceiving you is kind of very different, and it's not. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time until, like, I'm sure you're recognizing the energy that I'm talking about here. You've probably making fun of yourself for being at that energy in the past too, and so you're on a pedestal at the moment spiritually to them. But they do want to have something with you, wish fulfillment. If they could actually build something with you, they want to work with you, that kind of thing. That's it. Yeah, they'll be thinking like you've got some thing to do in the world together, and they know that you'll be working with each other and healing the world or something like that, and doing something big in the world together. That'll be exactly what they're thinking. That's what this is. And they know that they'll be very fulfilled when they do that thing that they just know is there. I mean, it might be true, it might not be true, but that's what they're thinking at the moment. Tell us more. 2 of inspiration. So they just don't know what it is yet, what to take action on, right? So they don't know what that thing is, but they've just got this feeling that you and them have got something very special to give to the world. It's sweet. It's sweet. Of course, it's whatever you both want to do, whatever you're interested in. You might work together, you might not want to work together. Your person's going to be much more empowered later on, for sure. Yeah, they're learning, teaching. It's all good. It's all good. Where they're at is all good. New day. So they're going to get there. Now, this isn't going to happen fast because, I don't know, how long did it take you to get from this novice kind of spiritual awakening energy to who you are now? It took you that long, didn't it? So this person, they're not going to be able to get there fast. What you'll be doing in the meantime. You got secret admirer, so yeah. Secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting go on. A lot of feelings for you, yeah. But they're waiting. They're not rushing into it. They're allowing nature to take its course. They're tuned in. They're using their intuition. They're like, there'll be a sign. I'll find that heart-shaped rock on the beach. I'll stub my toe on that, and there'll be a sign. It'll all be magically come together in the synchronicities, and I'll know. And it'll be at 11:11. You know, it's that kind of thing. They're looking inside of themselves at the moment, examining what's causing them to feel this way. So they're just trying to figure it all out. All this magic that's going on inside of them at the moment, it's very confusing to them, really. Just trying to figure it all out. What is going on? They want to reveal what needs to be seen. They want to... Now, this is two things here. They want to get to the bottom of what the hell's going on. Sometimes it's just magical and wonderful, and they want to embrace that flow of life and go with it. And sometimes it's like, am I going mad? Or something. And so they want the truth of it to be revealed to them, that this magical connection that they've got with you and other things. It's not just about you. They've got other stuff going on in their life at the moment, which is all magical. You know, an awakening isn't just about relationships, is it? It's about everything. So there's that. They want the truth of it to be revealed to them by the universe, but also they want to reveal themselves to you as well. They want to reveal themselves to you, and they know that's got to be in the flow of life. You know, they know to go with the flow. So because it's probably reading a lot of books and stuff about spirituality. Being in the now. They want to make the effort. They are making the effort. This is someone who's doing work on themselves. They'll be meditating. They'll be doing stuff like that. You know, going to yoga classes, pursuing things, reading books, all of that kind of thing. Deeply immersed in the spiritual at the moment. They're influenced, possibly spiritual teachers, that kind of thing. Being influenced at the moment. I'm not feeling like it's a bad thing. I think the right things are showing up for them at the right time, which is usually the way. What else? Daydream. Very fantastical, fantasy, magical thinking at the moment. Yeah. Probably a person had a very mundane life before that. You know, everything was very logical. They've had this amazing spiritual awakening, and now they're very daydreamy. Self-worth has risen because of this, so they feel they're worthy of more now. They're feeling like a worthy being of love, of spiritual connection, of expecting more in their lives and more from themselves. And it's nice energy, self-love. They're loving themselves more, so they've got the right things going on. And the lovers, so they do want to be that with you. Very nice. What's going on in the heart? Whoa, what's not going on in the heart at the moment? What's going on in the heart? But the whole deck falls out. What's going on in this person's heart? What's going on in this person's heart? So many cards, I knew it. Like, of course this person's got so much going on in the heart. Really? You want me to read all the cards? Okay, I'm going to do this quick fire. Pay attention, because there's so much here. This person's got a lot going on in the heart, of course. They're focused on love, absolutely. But not just love, like romantic relationships. They are that too, but they're focused on love. Like agape, love for the whole universe, connection, all of that stuff. Look to your inner strength, doing the inner work, all of that. Focus on, turn on your heart light. So yes, the heart has been switched on for sure. They're having faith, so they're building that faith and that trust with all the omens and synchronicities and everything, the magical stuff that they're getting at the moment. Simple acts of kindness, so they're getting all spiritual like that too, like loving everyone and being generous and all that kind of stuff. Be willing to express love, so they're getting more comfortable with that, like I love you, and giving the friends hugs and stuff like that. They might be freaking the friends out right now. Slowing down, so they slow down the pace of life. They meditate and do all of that. They move much slower through the world now, more present. Yeah, that's not what I was thinking of. More I've lost it. Consider your foundation. They're like who they thought they were, all of that kind of thing. Changing, it's all changing. They've got get to know each other, getting to know themselves, getting to know you. So focusing on you, perhaps asking the universe about you. They could be into cards as well. I don't know. They might be asking cards about you. Listen with your heart. So they're listening with the heart now, very tuned into the spiritual now. Expressing love through gifts, like I said. They do want to give you a very special gift, and they want to make sure that it's special because they've got this idea that you'll like feel it, and possibly you will. You'll feel the specialness of that thing once the universe gives it to them. They're not going to go and buy something in a store. No, they're not going to do that. They love who you are. You're a shining example to them, is what I just heard. The union of hearts. Wow, they want to be together with you. I think this is extremely special union. Relationship patterns are a little bit worried about that. Relationship patterns that they've had in the past. The only thing that is real is love. See, there's just like such this hippie vibe at the moment of like, the only thing that's real is love. There you go. If that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story. You're interested in someone like this. I don't know whether they reveal themselves to you at all. I don't think they have. You might be aware of them anyway, but if this sounds like it could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive. In the deeper dive, like I said, I'm going to go into guidance for you right now. Is there something that you need to do now? Or a way to handle this person or something like that? I don't know. How this might all play out as well. How they're going to approach you. How it might play out. Let's find that out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Get your email address right, otherwise you won't receive it. So type that in very carefully. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, or any of those other places that the email provider stuffs your emails away so you can't find them. Once you find that email, you'll see in it there's a link to the crystals, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that shell on a device where you can open PDFs. And in that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you to a video right away, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Do you know who this person is? Let me know. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me as well. Good luck with all of this. If this is where you're leaving me, but if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.